completion.
So there's math. There's math, Gabe. You just did math.
I just did math, yes.
But you didn't really do math. You just looked at numbers.
I used math. I didn't do the math. I used the math.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's okay to use it, but to do it, I don't really think you do it a lot.
Okay, I can't listen to any more of this because it's making me sick, so bye.
You can get this information on your website, all right?
Oh, yes.
Thanks. Nice meeting everybody.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamorro. Here's Jen Latta.
Running her mouth, she wants to ride it, she's trying to hide it. I'm cool as ever, she's too excited. Her man look like he wanna fight, he ain't doing nothing but running.
Why am I so chipper this morning? Is it possible, hear me out, that I missed you guys?
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Whoa, what?
Hey, guys.
Really?
What's Ashley doing here?
It's because of me. It's 'cause
What
I'm
the
back.
hell is Brett Favre doing here?
I don't want to be him. Come on. It's me.
It's just a movie reference, Ashley. You were on the show for a long time. You remember that's my wheelhouse.
Oh, but I've been gone for a month. What a glorious 4 weeks it's been.
You can leave now.
When your phone was going off at 6:30 earlier today,
Yeah.
was that your typical wake-up alarm?
Yes. Yeah. I honestly...
Wait,
I
you were
would-
sitting at the table with him at 6:30 and his alarm was going off.
Well,
Yeah.
you were on the phone, and it was like kind of because like we
Vibrating,
had you on
buzzing,
the phone,
yeah.
and it was like doing the whatever his alarm is set to.
What is your alarm set to?
I don't know. A noise?
What is your alarm set to? Please tell me that you don't have the...
No, mine's the bump, 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 bump.
Ashley, what do you do?
Yeah, that's Ashley.
Oh,
mine.
no, that's bad. That's a
Ashley,
bad
what
one.
do you do now?
Like, just in general? Or-
Yeah. I mean, I don't get emails from you. I don't see you.
Whoa.
You don't get emails from God himself, Chewy, so I don't think that really matters.
You don't read emails from anyone.
I read who they're from, and then I delete them.
Exactly.
I send emails
Wait,
every day to
know,
everybody.
I want to know whose name on an email you would actually read as opposed to deleting pre-read.
Well, the ones I get from Evan, our boss, are fake. Right?
Oh, phishing? They're
yeah,
phishing?
that's usually the
I got a
bait.
Brian
So
D.
those-
Fisher last
Yeah.
week.
I get, let's see, from the station, probably 48 texts every hour on what the weather's doing, which is annoying as all get out.
Actually,
so
I like it in
delete
the morning,
those.
if I'm being honest. The morning one I always read very quickly. I'll skim through it, but like it's
just
better
to kind of see what it's going to be. You know,
better than going
Yeah, but
to the
how many
weather
do you
app.
get in the day? I get like 7.
Jeez.
you get 7 emails.
And you're complaining?
From Brian the man. Were they so upset that we did not tip them? That's how bad it was.
Whoa.
Wait, 0 tip? A
None.
goose egg tip?
0.
None of it was included.
Oh, there was included, but
They got their gratuity, so you didn't go over the top on that one. You just
No.
went with the big old
just
0.
rude. My mother-in-law was asking them for napkins and stuff, and they snapped at her, and my mother-in-law is the sweetest woman. Just terrible. Horrible.
Okay, I don't think that bad customer service is defensible. I want to be very clear on this. However, I would take bad to average customer service if the food were fantastic. And that goes for restaurants, that goes for catering, that goes for anywhere that those two things might be married together. It sounds like you're going the opposite way. It
I'm
sounds
opposite.
like what?
No, I don't believe you're a liar.
Out.
You're a liar.
Well, give me a good... I'm telling you, I'm out. But I'm talking bad customer service, not meh. I'm like, no, I don't deal well with rude.
Yeah, you also don't deal well with bad food. Like, so you're telling me you would rather go to a place that has great servers, great customer service, they treat you well.
Throwing the napkin in your lap for you.
But the food stinks?
Dusting the crumbs off with that little knifey thing.
Yeah, I will go back if the customer service... I'm all about customer service.
You're insane.
Like, if you have something to deal with your car or something, and the customer service is horrible,
Well,
I
I
don't
mean-
go...
No.
The automotive business
Different.
is 75% customer service.
Correct. The
Okay.
parts are parts.
Yeah, but isn't restaurants?
No,
That should be a-
restaurants are the food.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Because, like, I mean, if I go to and I actually have I've got a oil change today at Ewald Automotive. Ewald, they're my people, right? I'm always
Yeah.
going to go to Ewald Automotive because they take care of me. Versus if I just went to the random place around the corner, like the oil's the same, but whatever wings you're getting, like there are how many different wing places you can go to in Milwaukee, and they're all different.
No, but some
I'm not
places
going to a place,
Gabe,
I'm not
some
going to a place
places...
because of customer service. I'm going for the food, man. I'm not going
Chewy,
to
you know what? This reminds me of the scene from Seinfeld with the soup Nazi, right? The soup Nazi was famously not nice, right?
Correct.
Are you allowed to say Nazi anymore?
I wouldn't today, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think in this context you can.
The soup, you know what, from Seinfeld. Is that better? I just want to make sure.
you just can
I just
call
want
him
to make
soup
sure we're
Nazi,
being
it's fine.
sensitive to all of the things. But that guy was very mean, very rude. But they kept going back because the soup was so good.
The line was out the door.
Right.
No, I wouldn't go. I'd send someone for me. Bring me back.
And you want to know what his name is?
Yeah.
Gabe.
Yeah, but if you go into, you love the bar, but the bartender is the biggest knob known to man, I'm never going there again.
well, first
Even
of
if he
all-
makes the greatest cocktail.
But you're sitting at the bar, so you are exposing yourself to that person's rudeness on a continual basis, right? If you're sitting at a table, not at the bar, you barely recognize or notice how bad of a dude the bartender is. Do you know what I mean? Like, by sitting at the bar, you are willingly exposing yourself to the bartender's rudeness. You
So,
could remove yourself from that by sitting at a table away from the bar.
What about a waiter or waitress?
You see him so infrequently. I just don't understand how it has that big of an impact on your
I could tell
experience.
you this. Steakhouse downtown, went to it one time. Food was great. The server was an absolute B, and I never went back
What
there
are the
ever
odds
again.
that server is still even there? Yes, I know there are lifers in the service industry, but
It was
even if
family.
she is, there's a chance that you...
Wait, excuse me?
yeah, hold on.
She was family. No, not my family. It was the owner of the
Oh,
establishment.
there we go.
I was about to say, like,
Yeah.
this is a relative
No.
of yours you're throwing under the bus right now?
No.
Well,
Although you ran into someone who's related to me.
it's amazing that he made that connection there, by the way.
Gabe.
Yeah. Yeah,
Adam.
he wants to come on the show.
For what? Unless he's bringing food, he can cook. Yeah. Do we want to go and explain this? Gabe?
No, we
We
actually
don't
don't.
have time, yeah.
Okay.
Ashley, I almost said Joshy. Sorry,
No,
old
that's fine.
habits
I
die
get it. You
hard.
got- we both miss
Ashley,
him. It's
well,
fine.
just so you know, I called Joshy Ashley last week, so
I
now
listen
we're
every
even
morning.
Steven.
Yeah,
Okay,
I felt good about
back
that.
to zeros on that one. Put it on the poll. We would take great customer service over great food. You know, I just think about it, Oliver Twist. In Oliver Twist, there's the song "Food, Glorious Food." It doesn't go customer service.
Yeah.
Hold on, customer service, great customer service.
Yeah.
That's how the song would be, right?
I mean, it's been a while since I've seen Oliver Twist, but from my recollection, the person serving the food,
pretty rude.
kind of a jag-off.
Yeah, pretty mean.
And it wrecks the meal.
No,
Well-
they sing the song. You can't be that upset if you're singing while you're eating.
And that was about gruel, I'm pretty sure. Again, it's been a while, but the point remains. There's a song, Food, Glorious Food, not Service, Glorious Service. I've never seen a restaurant on their marquee or on their wall or whatever saying, great customer service, average food. Like, it doesn't work that way.
I've seen world's greatest pie, not world's greatest servers. Like, that's not, when you go to a diner, that's not what you're looking for.
Well, then it should be.
This is a crazy take by you.
I understand you want good customer service and you hope for good customer service, but the reason why I'm going to the restaurant is the food. If the food stinks, I'm not coming back.
Well, then where's the service
If the food's good, I can excuse a lot of things. Oh, it's
Hell
just that
no.
server, it was just a
No.
bad day for them. I'll give them another chance. And if the food's that good, I am going to continuously go back.
Ashley, where do you stand on this? Famously, you have a food truck. You are in the service industry. Where do you stand on the old food customer service?
I mean, ideally, both. However, to me, serving the food with good customer service is as important as the food itself. I'm actually with Chewy on this.
Yeah. Yes.
I think good.
But if you're,
someone's more likely to come back and give my food another shot if I was extra nice to them, if our customer service was great, they got it efficiently. Maybe they just didn't like what they ordered. Maybe they'd be willing to come back and get something
but if
different
it's
the next time.
ass the next time too.
Well, yeah, then I went over
then
two.
you're done.
Yeah, well, hey, at least I got this. I got their money a second time, so it's fine.
2.
Either way, I'm getting the money, so business.
I mean, ultimately, the restaurant is going to succeed or not succeed based on the food they're serving.
Yes, true.
Like, if your food stinks, you got no shot. If your customer service stinks, you can recover.
Unless it's the greatest meal on earth that you've ever had, which of course is what we strive for as restaurateurs. However, if it's just really good food, I think then the customer service will get someone to come back again and again and again and again. And if the food was bad, maybe they're like, you know what? They were super nice to me. I liked this one aspect of it. They have 10 other things on the menu. I'll give it another shot. Is that likely? Probably not, but at least that faux narrative is out there.
Lots of reactions.
So at least you're lying to yourself.
Rolling in on the ESPN Milwaukee talk and text line. That, of course, is the way that you can get in with the show each and every day. 800-990-3776. 800-990-3776. Ryan and McGuanago saying, why does it sound like Chewy wants to say customer cervix every time he says it?
We know it's on his mind.
Carrie in Mayville, though, saying, I agree 1,000% with Chewy. There's a lot of good options for food. Customer service, if it sucks, I am out.
Yes.
Buc-ee's had bad service, and you're going back for the sandwich, right? What was that sandwich?
Brisket sandwich.
The brisket sandwich, which, by the way, you and Angie said that if you had another brisket sandwich without each other, it would be considered cheating, which is one of my favorite little stories from your relationship.
So let's park on that for a second, shall we, big guy?
Yeah.
Next time you go to Buc-ee's, you're driving back from Florida up here, you and Ange stop at Buc-ee's, and the customer service stinks. Like the cashier's bad or whatever else is going on inside the Buc-ee's. I'm guessing they've got people all over the place because they look so giant.
Maybe they're even vaping behind your back like the guys at the old catering this weekend.
Then you're out on Buc-ee's?
Maybe.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law brought 3 sandwiches, too. On their way down.
So wait, how was it? So they brought one for you and Ange?
No, she bought me 3.
That sounds like cheating.
Wait,
based on the arrangement that y'all made.
No, it was from Buc-ee's. As long as it's from Buc-ee's.
So you don't have to share?
No. She didn't bring them for her. She brought them for she likes me better than her.
Just so you guys know, Chewy is getting an awful lot of support on the talk and text line.
Told ya.
Jason in Colgate saying, nope, I will go back somewhere that has great service and average food, but poor customer service is inexcusable. I will not return. It's such an easy thing to do. Ben in De Pere saying, I'm with Chewy and Ashy. Bad customer service means I will not come back.
Hell yeah, Chewy, you and I are back, baby.
Yeah, we're back. Me and you brothers.
Can't wait to ruin that later.
Till tomorrow. Later.
I got an hour and 23 minutes
Till
here.
tomorrow. Try 5 minutes from now.
Unnamed in the 262 saying, with all of the food options these days, I agree with Chewy. Bad customer service is a deal breaker. 800-990-3776. Let us know where you stand on this. I believe we are putting it on the Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Twitter poll as well. You can weigh in. We're going to talk about the bizarro world that was the NFL this weekend right after this. Gabe?
Hey, Hey, Milwaukee, Ewald makes it easy. I got to go down to Ewald, mention I've got my oil change coming up, and I love going to Ewald because, again, they're going to treat you right. And if you're shopping for a new vehicle, don't miss Ewald's Model Year Closeout Sales Event. You can save on remaining 2023s to get the lowest price of the year. Shop over 400 new vehicles with savings up to $10,000. That's right. 400 new vehicles, savings up to $10,000 with Ewald, all backed by the low price guarantee and exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. 11 brands. They've got a couple new ones. 10 locations, one easy experience. It all starts at ewaldauto.com.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
We do have a bunch of problems now out on the roads. We've got an accident on northbound 41 at North Avenue blocking the left lane. One on the southbound side at Burleigh also blocking the left lane. Northbound 43 at Locust, we've got an accident there blocking the right lane. Delays around all of these are pretty extensive, so be prepared for those brake lights. And then we've also got a broken down vehicle on 794 northbound just north of Layton. The right lane is blocked. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly cloudy to partly cloudy, breezy, a high of 58. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 45 at the Lake 40 inland. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Keep the good times rolling every Sunday with GKB founder and CEO Craig Karmazin on Sunday Karma.
No rump shaking. Did you say that off the air, Kyle? You got to say that on the air. It was not rump shaking. It was not anything inappropriate. It just was totally irrelevant.
Sunday Karma with Craig Karmazin.
Because isn't that how GMs get chosen, right? You trade up, in my opinion, cost the team a chance to win a championship.
Sundays from 10 to noon on ESPN Wisconsin.
Hi everyone, John Miller here from PDS, a converged company. PDS has been providing technology solutions and transforming IT for area companies for over 30 years. Today, we are helping organizations integrate digital workplace strategies that are giving today's worker the true ability to work from anywhere as they balance work and life both securely and productively. And as HP's largest partner in the area, our combined solutions have never been more important. If you're struggling with this, know we stand ready to help. From ideation to transformation, we can help you evolve your work from anywhere strategy. Learn more at pdsit.net.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats. Now through Wednesday, save on 40-ounce selected varieties Crisco oil, $4.99. 15 to 24-ounce selected varieties Bertolli pasta sauce, 2 for $6. 4 to 7-ounce selected varieties Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches, 2 for $5. 32-ounce bottle selected varieties Dunkin' or International Delight creamer, 2 for $7.
Let's see, spices, cardamom, hibiscus powder. It's like looking at Green Bay's roster right now. I don't recognize it, but I'll learn to love it.
Attention Century shoppers. You're going to love this opportunity. Win 2 tickets to see Green Bay play Kansas City on December 3rd. Autographed Packers footballs or 4 packs of Hall of Fame tickets.
I'd love to see Green Bay's new QB in action and win those tickets. What do I do?
Find the weekly code on Century's Facebook or Instagram and enter to win.
Love it. Getting the Century code on Insta right now.
Ends November 14th.
AccuRite Tax and Financial Services has Toshiba copiers and network printers from James Imaging Systems. President CEO Jason Rose.
We have 17 different tax preparers on staff, and we have 4 printers running pretty much nonstop. And during tax season, it's absolutely crazy.
And Jason, those printers from James Imaging Systems have to work just as hard and reliably as your people do.
Oh yeah, yes. If something comes up that's an issue, we have somebody that we can call that can help us resolve the issue very quickly and efficiently.
Reliable printing, reliable service. That's a good thing.
That is a good thing. That helps tremendously keep us being productive, keeps those tax returns going.
Jason, bottom line for your practice?
Happy clients, happy workers, happy me.
Don't worry, be happy with document imaging technology and extraordinary local support from James Imaging Systems. Call 262-781-7700. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
You're listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
You called them a white
find someone
stiff
else
earlier.
From one white stiff to another. I'm pretty well versed in the realm of steps.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Back here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Make sure you check out our Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Twitter poll in which Chewy is defending customer service over food, saying he will go back to a place if they have good customer service and meh food. I will take great customer service over great food any day, says the philosopher Mark Chimura. Let us know if he is right or wrong. I'm saying no. I can bypass, I can overlook meh customer service if the food is mind-blowing orgasm in your mouth. Not vice
for a lot of
versa.
people, it doesn't even have to be that. Why is the line at the McDonald's on North Avenue so long all the time?
God, pick any McDonald's, man. The one in Fox Point's not that great at customer service either.
But yet the line is out to the street.
Or Glendale. Pretty much all the way up 94. I've hit every McDonald's. I mean, I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, and for whatever reason, they love them some McNuggets. Weird weekend in the NFL, guys. I'm calling this the Bizarro weekend. What is it, week 6 in the NFL? I think it's week 6 in the NFL, week 7 in college football. So the Browns go ahead and beat up on the 49ers. Who saw that coming? Not me, not I. You did? No.
Kind of a trap game. No?
With Watson out and, okay, Chew, tell me the name of the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns this weekend.
Brian Sipe.
Nailed it. No.
They got a good D.
Yes.
Cleveland's a good team.
Is it the best D?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You said that so quickly. I thought maybe you'd marinate on it for a minute.
No, when you're doing stuff that hasn't happened in 50 years in the NFL, yeah, then you're probably the best defense.
All I heard, Chew, in the offseason was how good the Jets' defense was going to be, how good Dallas's defense was going to be, how good San Francisco's defense was going to be. I don't think a lot of people were talking about. Now, look, there were people talking about the Browns. I told you famously, Diana Rossini of The Athletic was high on the Browns.
Yes.
And she said that it was making people uncomfortable because nobody wanted to, saddle up to or side with or back the Browns given Watson's troubles. But here we are with them beating the 49ers.
Also, Myles Garrett did something earlier this year I've never seen. Where he's going in motion and 2 blockers are going with him to cause a timeout.
Yes.
Like, as good as some of these other players are, and we've seen, the Packers take on Aiden Hutchinson and Max Crosby and some, I've never seen that.
Usually the offensive motion dictates the defensive motion, not vice versa. Okay, so that happened. And then the Jets beat the Eagles? They're popping champagne in Miami, all of the 72 Dolphins, because that was the last undefeated team in the league this year. So their, place in history stands. How the hell did Jets beat the Dolphins? This is what I'm saying. It's like a bizarro NFL weekend.
Felt real defensive heavy,
The weekend in general?
Yeah. I mean, San Fran only scoring 17, the Eagles only scoring 14, Detroit 20. Even 20 is light for Detroit. Buffalo scores 14 against the Giants.
Barely wins that one. Although they did put it on in the second half, right? I mean,
they scored 2 touchdowns in the second half.
So is that
Buffalo 14? Yeah, just not a lot of. I mean, the Miami game was weird because they were down 14-0.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, bye-bye.
42-7 run.
Yeah, they're a good team. Let me ask you this. Does it make you feel any better about the Packers' place in the NFL this season, or maybe even more specifically in the NFC? Because I got to tell you, it does seem like when the Eagles lose and the 49ers lose, it feels like there's a little more parity than I thought there was, Gabe.
No. Because, they lost, but, it's easy to see why they lost. The Browns, here's why I don't feel good. Because most of these teams, like the Browns, they know, P.J. Walker, by the way, was the answer to the question
Thank you.
earlier.
I appreciate that. The old Geico trivia question from Game Day.
So P.J. Walker was the starting quarterback for the Browns. Their offense is meh. Even with Deshaun Watson, hasn't been great, but they know they're great at defense. The Jets, without Aaron Rodgers, they know they're great at defense. What are the Packers even good at?
But I guess my argument would be maybe you don't have to be good at something right now in week 6 because the top teams on your side of the ledger just lost to teams that you didn't think would beat them. So this to me feels like
they're going to lose. That both those teams were going undefeated anyway.
What?
They were going to lose at some point anyway.
I thought that the Eagles had a shot at going undefeated. What do you mean?
The Eagles haven't been playing great.
Yeah, they haven't.
Right, but you would think that this would be a weekend where they could have relied on not playing great and still walked away with a victory. I mean, they're the Jets, for goodness sakes.
Yeah, but again, that defense is legit.
But not as legit. You just told me as the Browns.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, it's still, like, there are teams with good defenses out there. And I look up and down, like, you look up and down the teams that are right now playoff teams in the NFL. They have an identity. They know what they're good at. The Packers have no idea what they're good at. I don't know if they're good at anything.
You think they figured it out during the bye week?
No.
Doubtful.
You know what they're the best at? Kicking field goals.
Well, they're very good at that. That's true.
Anders Carlson.
There, you know what? There you go. So we're not putting a big goose egg up on the board as far as things the Packers are good at. They are actually good at splitting the uprights.
I mean, I don't know if it's a they thing. It's kind of one
Hurts
guy.
Hasn't Hurts already thrown more picks than he did all last year?
I mean, he threw 3 yesterday, so yeah, it's possible.
He's not playing great, but you don't need to play great right now.
How dare you take the holder out of that equation, by the way? How rude of you. He doesn't have a role in the field goal kicking.
Let me ask you this, because tomorrow's one of my favorite days because of power rankings. Will Detroit in the power rankings be higher than San Fran and Philadelphia?
No.
Detroit can win a Super Bowl, Gabe.
I still don't think they can. They're not as good as those teams. Not
If
yet.
you go to the NFL.com, the old website, www.nfl.com.
Who uses dub anymore?
I just needed a filler. I was trying to scroll, and I didn't want to say it. The old dub.
I mean, what year is it? Is it 1999? You got to HTTP // :
There's no slash. I think it's the colon.
Can I ask you a question?
Hold on.
Ashton has been very silent.
Can I tell you something?
Does he think he's too good for the show?
Do
Is
I
he
think
sitting there
that?
really going, I can't believe I have
He's
to do
convinced
this?
of it.
No, I
Basically,
don't think
he doesn't
that,
think it.
Chewy.
He knows
No.
it. The Packers, what I was going to say, the old dub, are considered an on-the-bubble team. If the season ended today, these teams would be on the outside looking in, but on the bubble. Green Bay Packers at 2-3. That to me, what are you doing? You sipping a soda over there out of a straw? What the hell is happening over there? Or was that a microphone thing?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah, what sound effects are you making?
Well, see, Joshy would have deadened my microphone, so you guys didn't have to hear that.
It's killed, you bozo. Deadened. He would have deadened my microphone.
I'm all about real raw radio.
The point I'm trying to make, guys, is that even now, with 5 games under their belt and taking on the Denver Broncos next week, the Packers are still considered on the bubble in the playoff chase. And when you see the Eagles lose, and when you see the 49ers lose, it does make me feel a little better about the parity in the NFC. I'm sorry, it just does. Maybe I'm grasping at straws. You can tell me if I am.
No, you are.
Where's Minnesota?
I thought you
Are they
would
on the
give it a
bubble?
beat again, Gabe.
Is Minnesota on the bubble?
Minnesota is also on the bubble because they won yesterday.
Yeah, they beat the
But
Bears.
if you're not on the bubble after week 6 of the NFL,
yeah.
Things are going very sideways. Things have gone very sideways.
you are the
for
Chicago Bears or Carolina
Well,
Panthers.
how about the Arizona Cardinals?
Yes, the Cardinals as well. Well, but they were out like before the season even began.
What about the Giants? We're talking about bizarro world. The Giants were up on the Bills last night. Which, by the way, who was their quarterback last night? Tyrod Taylor?
Yeah, they had Tygott in there.
Lord. I'm telling you, yesterday and this weekend was a weird weekend. And is there any part of you that watched the Thursday night game, which featured the Packers' next opponent? That was boring. Is that what he said?
Yeah, it was a really boring game.
Wasn't it boring?
It was bad. It was bad
terrible.
football. It was bad football, Chew.
Are you surprised, though, that the Chiefs just didn't drop 50 on them?
Thursday night game in division, those end up usually being pretty ugly games. Kind of played out the way you would think. And look, like just looking around going, oh, look, everybody's not as good as I thought they were, is the same thing. It happens all the time. And it happened this year to the Badgers as well on the football side of things.
Oh, I thought we weren't going to talk about the Badgers.
Well, no, but just like in a generic like overhaul, right? Like everyone, oh, the Badgers have to win the West. Look at everybody else in the West is terrible. The Badgers have to win it. If you're looking around and going, everybody else around me's bad, maybe I'm good. No, there has to be a reason for you to go out and win that division. Nobody knew anything about the Badgers heading into the season. They've got a lot of growing to do. Like the Packers right now, they don't do anything well. They don't.
Kick field goals.
Well, I apologize.
Yes.
They kick field goals well. And if all you do is kick field goals well, you're not a playoff team. You're just not. They have to create an identity. They have to do something that is going to make you, that they have to, this is how we win games. Right now, I don't know how they win football games. I don't know what that looks like because they haven't gone out and gone, hey, we can do this consistently. We're a good passing team, a run team, and, well, the defense can't stop anything. So they just don't have an identity to them, and until they do, I can't buy in for them being, oh, look at them. They might make the playoffs. No, it just you have to step up to the plate and deliver.
Other than Detroit, Jen, they played nobody. They played teams in the 20s in the power rankings and lost.
I was going to say about the field goal kicking. Yeah. It is how the Giants went up on the Bills last night. They did kick 2 field goals before the Bills put a single point on the board. Then they kicked another field goal, ultimately lost 14-9.
Yeah.
What a kick in the you-know-what. Get pumped up. Potawatomi Casino Hotel has brought 24/7 sports betting to the great city of Milwaukee. You guys know I love a good bet. Hey, I love a bad bet. Don't love a bad beat, which has happened to me occasionally as well.
I would argue you do love bad beats. But
enjoy the convenience of self-service kiosks, odds boards, wall-to-wall TVs, free parking, great food, and a full-service bar. Put your game face on Milwaukee. It is time to bet big and bet bold at one of my favorite places in the city, Potawatomi Sportsbook at the Potawatomi Casino Hotel.
Full show podcasts, interviews, and special content is available right now at WisconsinOnDemand.com. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy on 94.5 ESPN.
We have quite a few problems out there right now. 41 southbound, an accident with the left lane blocked at Burleigh. Things slowing down all the way back to Silver Spring. The northbound side has an accident at North Avenue with the left lane blocked as well. That's solid out of the zoo interchange. Northbound on 43 at Locust, an accident there with the right lane blocked, solid out of the Marquette. Southbound's just generally slow coming in from before Bender Road all the way down past Locust. Then we've also got an accident on northbound 794 just north of Layton. It had the right lane blocked. Now they've been able to move everything off to the right shoulder. Traffic is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, mostly to partly cloudy and breezy, a high of 58. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 45. At the lakefront, 40 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. A jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation with an amazing style selection, factory-certified installers, and a limited lifetime warranty. Call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599 right now and get 50% off installations with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Replace that old bathtub today with a walk-in shower for a safer bathing experience. If you have lived in your home for over 15 years, it's time to remodel your bathroom. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599. 800-717-4599.
Take it to the house this season and enjoy tailgating from your own backyard. Tito's wants to make sure you have the best tailgate on the block. You can win game day gear for your next gathering by entering to win at Tito'sTailgate.com. Be sure to enter by November 15th for your chance to win a Solo Stove Grill, a Broommate back tap for batch cocktails, or a Tito's football jersey. For official rules, visit Tito'sTailgate.com. Must be 21 years old to enter. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
Hey, this is Gary Ellison for my good friends at the Jewelry Center. It's the only place I go when I'm looking to get some new jewelry. Dean and his team are always friendly and know just what I'm searching for when I stop by. I may not always know what type of jewelry I want, but the professionals there sure do. Plus, if I need repairs on watches or other jewelry, the Jewelry Center does that too. Find the Jewelry Center in Burlington, Brookfield, and Greenfield, or shop their entire collection online, including their popular Lightbox lab-grown diamonds at shoptjc.com.
They say seeing is believing. And when you see what's inside at American Place Casino, you better believe you're gonna love it. Because when it comes to amazing gaming, we're a real game changer. With the most exciting of table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette, the newest slots, a sports book, restaurants, bars, and more. So if you're ready for excitement, we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
If you're looking for a truck, go to the source. Ewald Automotive is Milwaukee's truck headquarters. No matter what you're shopping for, we've got them all. Ford, Ram, Chevy, GMC. All backed by our low price guarantee with savings up to $10,000. We'll even pay you $2,500 over book value for your trade. Plus, drive away with Ewald's exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Why shop anywhere else? Shop now at ewaldauto.com. See dealer for complete details.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Bubble is a dating
Tuna.
app.
It's tuna.
I love tuna. I had some last night.
How do you eat your tuna?
Can we, for once, grow up on this show?
On 94.5 ESPN.
Watched preseason basketball last night. Show of hands. Just Gabe?
Yeah, I didn't. No.
You didn't watch the Bucks?
No, there's other things to do.
Like what?
Basically anything. It's preseason basketball.
Yeah, but preseason basketball where Giannis Antetokounmpo and Dame Lillard were playing together for the first time.
Yeah.
It was Dame's debut.
It was. I was very excited for it, and I saw the highlights later. It's great. I'm excited for the regular season.
I don't even have to ask if Chewy watched the old preseason basketball.
He's not even on the show right now.
Oh, no.
He's just not on headset.
Honestly, I'm surprised that this doesn't happen more often when he's down in Florida.
He's currently blowing his nose on the stream, and there comes the headset.
Is he back? You know, we've been
buddy,
back for 47, 48, 49. Yep,
He's
that's
here.
1 solid minute into the segment. Thanks for joining.
I was cleaning up the mess outside.
What mess?
Who made the mess?
Caterers.
Oh, yeah. Mad at those caterers still, huh?
Still.
Wait, so the caterers left a mess on top of it?
On top of being bad?
No, I made that up.
So you made the mess?
Sure.
We put it on the Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Twitter poll. Would you rather have great customer service or great food? Right now, 80% of people are saying great food. If you're on the other side, make sure you get your vote in by the end of the show. Chewy's saying that the customer service at his catering job this weekend was awful and that he'll never use them again. Food was bad, too, actually. I was going to say the food was decent, but the food was bad, too.
And then they tried pulling this.
Maybe the food was good, but Chewy had no idea because by the time he got it, it was cold.
But so listen to this one. This is even better because they were paid in advance, and then they ran out of food. Hold on, they ran out of food.
Wait, I thought you said people weren't eating the food because it was cold chicken.
It was old people. They eat everything. So we ran out of food, so we had to send the party planner to the grocery store to get subs and cut them up. And listen to this one. They said they ran out of food because they said, we brought 70 pieces of each thing, not feeding the party for 70 people. So it was just a train wreck.
Some of these things feel a little bit like coaching and not so much execution.
Well, I mean, I feel like you paid for 70 people.
Yes. Yes.
So
if I may take this out of the caterer for a second here. I was not in the room when the negotiation happened, so I will preface that by saying that. However,
Hamilton.
I've never seen it. I'm Gabe of Game of Thrones with me and Hamilton. Never going to do it. Chewy, do you know what was agreed upon specifically?
It was for 70 people.
But do you know if it was 70 servings of each thing, or was it just make sure you have enough food for 70 people to be lasting for however many hours?
Well, you tell me.
Well, we offer different packages. We offer, 2 items that will basically, so each person gets one of item each. That's what we offer. So we would offer 140, and for this example, different items, 70 of 2 different things. So I'm hearing it as they had the right amount. You people just eat fast.
Well, but if they're only bringing 70 little chicken on a stick things, like that's not enough.
Ashton, there were 55 people there. What's the math, Gabe? 15?
Oh, here we go. Doing math again. Don't want to.
I don't want to be one of those people. So that 15 people weren't there, and they still ran out of food. So if you're 15 short, come on, give me a break.
That's a lot of cold chicken.
Yeah, and again, I don't understand. People were eating the chicken, and they still.
I've changed my mind. I'm on the caterer side.
You're on the caterer side.
Yeah.
I thought you were always on the caterer side.
Well, yeah, but I want to publicly
Can we get
say
back
that.
to basketball for just one
We were
minute,
talking about
please?
basketball?
Yeah, I know. I started this thing talking about basketball. You'll be shocked to learn if you just tuned in. So I watched the preseason basketball game last night. Gabe watched the preseason basketball game last night. I thought that Dame and Giannis looked like they worked well together. Now, there are some kinks, it feels like, Gabe, to work out as far as like who's going to get the ball when. Maybe deferring to each other a little bit, but that's all part of the building chemistry, building rapport when you got two superstars on the floor.
Yeah, and their games kind of mesh together better than most, so I think it's going to be a relatively quick learning curve. But yeah, I mean, anytime you have a star like that who's making, like if the Brewers go out and make some sort of big splash, like I want to see for the first time that person in Brewers uniform. I'm going to watch that spring training game. If the Packers this upcoming off season end up with, a high, I mean, everybody's watching preseason football anyway for the Packers, but like if they make a big splash free agent signing or they end up with some top 10 pick and they, take a wide receiver or tight end or somebody who's, everybody's super excited about, I want to see that game for the first time. And that's what Dame Lillard is. He's one of the most exciting acquisitions that any team in Wisconsin sports has had. And I wanted to see him the first time he was in a Bucs uniform.
Put it on the Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Twitter poll, Ashton. Did you watch the Bucs preseason game last night against the Lakers? Is Dame Lillard enough of a needle mover that you might tune in to preseason basketball, or will you wait? Here's what I'll say. Right now, Bucs basketball is the balm for me. It's the balm. You remember the Seinfeld scene where he's like, who told you to put the balm on, right? Because it healed it all up, Kramer. The basketball team is the balm. Because everything else is booty cheeks right now in Wisconsin sports, okay? Packers, you guys keep telling me, don't have an identity. We don't know if they're going to make the playoffs. We don't know if they're good or not. Fine. I'm still smarting over the Brewers just basically peeing down their leg in the wild card round as we watch the Diamondbacks continue to roll through the MLB playoffs, the team that obviously they faced in the wild card round. You mentioned Wisconsin football. Man, I want the Badgers to be so freaking good. I want to be able to have a team here in Wisconsin that is a player in not just the conference, but in the landscape of college football. That would be wonderful for me. I love Luke Fickell. I want him to have all the success in the world. I won the gosh darn Emmy for Jump Around, okay? I love the Badgers, and they stink. They're bad to watch right now. They lost to a bad, struggling Iowa team this weekend. So right now, the Bucs are really all I got, Gabe. Really all I got.
Yeah.
So if I want to tune into a preseason game and watch Dame Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo work their magic, even if it is the preseason, will you let me? Will y'all just let me watch the Bucs preseason, please?
Yes, no one's telling you not to.
I'm just saying it for the straw man out there.
Yeah, I mean, all right, so she started the show like all happy and joyful.
All
and
I
now
said
she's
was I had other
yelling,
stuff to do. I was cooking dinner. Jesus.
she's yelling at everyone for
watching baseball.
not letting her watch the.
God,
Maybe it was
your family judging you?
It was a
last night?
preemptive.
It doesn't even count.
It was a
This is-
preemptive rant to what Chewy
And-
was going to say, which is
Who won the game?
That's a great question. I couldn't even tell you.
Who won the
Bucs
game?
won.
Yay!
Well, because here's the thing, Chew. Like after Dame sat down in the third quarter,
Yeah.
I didn't check back in.
Just the most condescending
need
yay
to-
I've ever heard in my entire life.
Did not need
But
to watch
it's not
the fourth
even
quarter.
about Giannis and Dame. It's not even about them. It's about the two other guys and if they can stay healthy, because Gabe said they can't win without the two other guys.
Well, I mean, they can win. Things just have to break their way.
Should we ask him who the two other guys are? Should we do the thing where we say
He actually knows who the other two guys
Okay.
are.
Who-
I think he's
which
actually
are?
going to get their names correct.
which are
Lopez and Middleton.
Lopez and Middleton?
Yes.
Which Lopez?
Brooke.
All right, okay.
What's
More-
his brother's name?
There it is.
Robin. Well, I mean, it's fair. Like, if he doesn't, Robin's new-ish.
But if Brooke is Batman, Robin is
Walmart
You're asking
Batman?
me?
Robin, guys. The answer is Robin. Okay, it'll be an easy mnemonic device for him to remember. Okay, I just put that out there. So, are you trying to tell me, Chew, that you won't watch any of the preseason? You're not even curious about what Dame Lillard looks like in a Bucks uniform, or how he improves this offense, or if they are, in fact, like Vegas is saying, one of the top teams in the league. I know some people, depending on the book that you use, have Boston as the top team, but the Bucks are right there. It's like 350 and 400, depending on the book that you're using. Are you telling me you're not even a little bit curious?
No, none whatsoever, because it really doesn't matter. You know when it matters? May, June. I mean, we've already seen that the regular season really does not matter. It's the only thing that matters is if the two other guys can stay healthy. That's it.
Well, until we get to playoffs.
Until the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, that's the way it's kind of become for the Bucks and Brewers.
So you're not. So
I mean, for the longest time, that's the way it was for the Packers.
Are we really doing the thing, guys? Because I told you how regretful I was about not paying attention to the Brewers team because I thought we had a decent playoff run in us. So I didn't. I wasted the summer. I was like, I'll pay attention later. I'll pay attention later. I'll pay attention later. This has Aesop's Fable written all over it, man.
Which one?
The whole do not put off till tomorrow what you could do today. Do not put off enjoying your local teams till the playoffs, because you don't know if they're going to make a long playoff run. And that should go on a embroidered thing that you put on the wall.
The whole sentence?
Yeah, the whole thing.
That was a long sentence.
I don't know if you're going to fit that on.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Might have to be like two of them, like kind of
back
put
to back,
together,
or three actually, like one up here and then one down here and one down here. You know my point, though. The point is, I don't want to be those people that are so spoiled by playoff appearances that we shrug our shoulders at the regular season. This has the potential to be the most exciting season in the history of Bucks basketball, championship season included.
Sure, but it's way too early, Jen. Jen, why did the Brewers fall apart at the end? Injury. They lost one of their studs. It was deflated.
Do you know that guy's name?
He has a beard.
He was a man. He had a beard.
Woodruff.
There it is.
Yes. What's his first name?
You were batting 1,000 today.
Doing okay.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Especially for a Monday?
Absolutely, because the standard is way lower on a Monday.
But that's why I'm waiting. It's fine to watch. You want to watch? Great. But I don't want to get Bakhtiari'd at the 11th hour.
Oh, it's a thing now? It's a verb?
Well, you said the curse.
You've been Bakhtiari'd? The team has been Bakhtiari'd?
Can we trademark that? Has that already been?
Probably should. I mean, it's someone's name and whatnot, and it's not our name and whatnot, but it's probably
going to be tough to trademark.
I'm on it.
Try. You got Bakht.
Yeah, that would be good.
Nope.
You got Bakht.
Go to break. No, just go to break.
You got Bakht.
You suck too. I hate
What I was trying to say is you got Bach blocked, but
I know what you tried to say. Chewy, I'm turning your mic on. Gabe, do a read. Jen, you're done.
It's good to have Ashley back.
What would I mean?
You're fine. You didn't do anything wrong, shockingly.
Yeah, but okay. X Golf, located at American Family Field. It is open year-round, and right now is the great time to go to X Golf at American Family Field. I was just out there for an event on Saturday. Beautiful view of the field. For whatever reason, the roof was open on Saturday, even the rain was coming in. That was interesting. But I love going to X Golf American Family Field. It overlooks left field. It's open year-round, and it's a great place to go work on your game if that's something you want to do during the golf off season, as we have the cold weather and the rain. Soon it's going to be snow. But it's a great place to go and make sure your swing stays where it should be. They've got great golf lessons taught by their PGA Pro, Andy Barrett. Full bar and menu. Great menu that they have there as well. All ages and levels are welcome. You can even host events at X Golf at American Family Field. So book your sim today at xgolfamfanfield.com.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN. Yeah, they're football guys, but they don't shy away from the big topics of the day.
I think black licorice is like being left-handed.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also sponsored by American Family Insurance.
I think it's the same percentage of people like black licorice that are left-handed.
You're partially left-handed.
I'm not left-handed. No,
you golf left-handed.
Right, if you don't.
Weekdays 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN and available wherever you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
Jason Rose is the president CEO of Accurite Tax and Financial Services. They have document imaging technology from James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
I think it's very accurate to call it a partnership because it's more of a relationship that you build up over time.
And your practice has had document imaging technology from James Imaging Systems for years.
deal. They know what you need. They know how to help. They're able to provide suggestions on future improvements or changes.
James Imaging Systems, a 100% Wisconsin-owned and managed business technology company. Here for you today, helping you plan for the future.
It's a great deal. James Imaging is the real deal.
And Jason, the bottom line for your practice?
Keep us up and running, especially during tax season.
Keep your business up and running with document imaging technology from James Imaging Systems. Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
The future of joint pain relief is right here in Milwaukee. It's QC Kinetics, Advanced Regenerative Medicine. Hey, this is Brad Nortman. If you've been told that more steroids or surgery are your only options, don't be so fast. Get a second opinion and learn more about how you can harness your body's own healing agents to attack that joint pain. I'm talking long-lasting relief. QC Kinetics doesn't mask the pain. These treatments go to the very root of the problem, using concentrated healing properties placed directly in your joint to restore and repair that damaged tissue. Imagine living your life this fall with no more pain in your knees, your hips, your shoulder, or your back, and with no drugs, no downtime, and no surgery. Listen, life is about motion, and QC Kinetics is giving people their lives back with these all-natural treatments. Call the local medical professionals and get a free consultation today. QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. Call 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. Again, 414-285-3474.
Here in Wisconsin, one name is synonymous with fantastic frozen pizza, Palermo's. For almost 60 years, Palermo's has focused on feeding Wisconsin families. And though Palermo's has grown a lot since 1964, they're still family-owned. They're still proud to call Milwaukee home. And they're still committed to making the best frozen pizza possible. From their new and improved rising crust pizzas to their guilt-free Primo thin pies, Palermo's has a delicious slice for every appetite. Find Palermo's in your local grocer's freezer food aisle. Palermo's. Flavor is our family's business.
Stay up to date on the green and gold all season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance because you'll feel protected no matter how the wind blows. All so you can keep enjoying the home of your dreams. And our expert agents can help you save up to 23% when you bundle home with auto. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. Get a quote? Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
I asked what kind of family she wanted. She said, a family like yours.
Learn more about adopting a teen at adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Look, you take Jesus and the presents out, and it's not even in the top 10.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, if you take sex out of the anniversary, then that's not that fun either.
On 94.5 ESPN.
With the local Milwaukee team, Fifth Third Bank knows what success looks like. They've been serving businesses and individuals in the area for nearly 15 years, including a long-standing commitment to the healthcare industry. From expansion to technology to reducing the risk of fraud, Fifth Third offers a full suite of financial services and solutions across the healthcare spectrum to meet the complex moments you're navigating. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Plenty of reaction rolling in on the ESPN Milwaukee talk and text line on a myriad of topics. Let's see where to begin. Well, unnamed in the 920 says, nothing wrong with booty cheeks, Jen. Tend to agree.
That's a fair text.
Dave from Aaron weighing in saying, if Dallas loses tonight, I will feel even better about the Packers currently. That going back to the conversation we were having about some of the top NFC teams losing this weekend. And if that opens up the playoff doors, or it opens up in your mind an opportunity for an underperforming team in the Green Bay Packers to maybe make a run at the postseason, Gabe.
But again, I just get caught up on, do you think that during this bye that they're going to craft an identity and suddenly over the next 3 games, which are against not very good teams, at least the next 2, and the Broncos followed up by the Vikings, suddenly they're going to have an identity? Suddenly we're going to go, oh, this is what this team is good at. This is what they're going to hang their hat on. Because that's more. I'm not concerned about what the 49ers, Cowboys. I'm not concerned about what anybody else in the NFC is doing. Like, this is 100%. You got to look inward and look at your team in this situation to try to figure out how are you winning games week in and week out.
Yeah, the last 3 weeks they played terrible. I mean, they showed bits and pieces, but overall the product has been bad. It's regressing. Let's win football games before we start talking about the playoffs. Because, like Gabe said, these two average opponents coming up these next 2 weeks, if they don't win these two, then you can say playoffs are done. If they lose these next 2 games, it's over because the schedule gets considerably tougher. Right, Gabe?
Yes, the next 4 weeks after that.
Bless you.
Thank you. It gets interesting for the Packers.
800-990-3776. That is your way to get in with the show. I'm going to give Gabe a little homework assignment. Mike and Racine weighing in saying the Jets defense and the Packers defense statistically are not too far off to start the season. Gabe's going to pull some numbers and see if, in fact, that is accurate, if the Packers' defensive numbers are comparable to the Jets' defensive numbers, which he considers to be one of the top 3 or 4 defenses in the NFL right now. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy right after this.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Well, things are starting to clear up a little bit. We had an earlier accident northbound 41 blocking the left lane at North Avenue. That's been cleared. Southbound side still has that accident at Burleigh blocking the left lane. The other one on 43 at Locust has been cleared, but we do have pretty much solid delays out of the Mitchell interchange all the way up past the scene. And then on southbound 43, also slowing down from Bender Road down past Locust. Northbound 894 dealing with a crash just about at National Avenue. It's off on the right shoulder, but the delays are stretching back all the way back to about Howard Avenue. Traffic is brought to you by the Big Backyard at Maddie's Bar and Grill. Check out the giant outdoor screen for watch parties and enjoy craft cocktails and featured menu items. Maddie'sBar.com for full details. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly to partly cloudy and breezy, a high of 58. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 45 at the lakefront, 40 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
At the Home Depot, Saturdays are about 2 things. The one-of-a-kind wood-fired flavor of a Traeger Ironwood XL grill. And football. That's right, Desmond Howard. Get fired up for the game in just a tap with Traeger's intuitive touchscreen. Then throw on your favorites and monitor the grill from anywhere with Wi-Fi technology. So you spend less time staring at the grill, which means more time for football. For football. Upgrade your Saturday with Traeger and the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
This is Ben Brust. Hear me every day on KBN from 2 to 5. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
There's no math. What's the math? Math is crap.
Do you agree math is crap? Put it on the poll.
I mean, you gotta be smart. You gotta be smart to do math.
Sure.
Does anybody else have a question?
I have a question. I think some of the people here might be inexperienced. Is it true that if you don't use it, you lose it?
Is that a serious question?
No, it wasn't.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
He's 5th in the league in yards per completion.
So there's math. There's math, Gabe. You just did math.
I just did math. Yes.
But you didn't really do math. You just looked at numbers.
I used math. I didn't do the math. I used the math.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's okay to use it, But to do it, I don't really think you do it a lot.
Okay, I can't listen to any more of this because it's making me sick, so bye.
You can get this information on your website, all right?
Oh, yes.
Thanks. Nice meeting everybody.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamora. Here's Jen Latta.
Running her mouth, she wants to ride it, she's trying to hide it. I'm cool as ever, she's too excited. Her man look like he wanna fight.
You've heard of adding insult to injury. We are adding injury to insult. Pete Thamel, the authority from ESPN. You can catch him on College Game Day, College Football Live, and a myriad of programs. Tweeting this morning that Wisconsin quarterback Tanner Mordecai broke his hand against Iowa, had surgery on Sunday, had a pin put in his hand, expected to be out for the immediate future. A specific timetable on his return is unknown. He did follow that up with a second tweet saying Wisconsin will start redshirt freshman Braden Locke. Moving forward, the Badgers have endured injuries to two of their best players and leaders, Mordecai and Ches Malusi, who is out for the year with a fractured fibula. Is Malusi one of those guys, Gabe, who changed the pronunciation of his name? No, it wasn't Malosi or I don't know why.
It's been Malusi, yeah.
I thought I heard somebody pronouncing it differently, and I didn't know if that was one of those Monty type of things that we have experienced here in Wisconsin. Anyway, I digress. So it goes from bad to worse for the Wisconsin Badgers. You kind of knew, you were saying on Saturday, that was going to be a...
I mean, after he took that hit and went down and went out of the game, you kind of knew something was not going to be... I guess I would have been more surprised if nothing was... If the hand is fine, it just had some swelling and he's going to be okay and be able to play in a couple weeks. I was not expecting that.
I had talked to you guys, too, about how Wisconsin was potentially on the calendar for College Game Day. Badgers hosting Ohio State at the end of the month, that if they had clicked off a few wins and Ohio State continued to win, and with the Luke Fickell connection to Ohio State, that was a potential game day location. Gotta love Madison, the week of Halloween. I don't know that there's a bigger party in the country than that. That is unequivocally out. Just want to make sure we put that out there. We are not coming to Madison for game day in a couple of weeks. Let's talk about another quarterback, Chew, who was famously injured week one of the NFL season, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, who raised a lot of eyebrows this weekend when he was walking without a crutch just a few weeks. What are we talking? 6 weeks here? 5 weeks? 5 weeks after that Achilles injury. You surprised at all that Aaron Rodgers and all of his mystical, magical recovery techniques could potentially be back this season?
Is he in a boot? Was he in a boot?
No boot.
No. Walking around very gingerly, which makes me wonder. Well, because in one of and he was throwing on the field yesterday, everybody saw that. But when the first video came out of him kind of walking, he had those like crutches in his hand too. It makes me wonder if, he sees the camera over there, he's going to try to walk without the crutches.
I'd be surprised if any doctor would clear him to play this year. I just don't know how he'd handle the mental part of it, just coming back.
Quick question for you, Chew.
Yeah.
So, obviously, the team has their doctor. Everybody knows in Green Bay it's Pat McKenzie. I have no idea who clearly it is in New York. But Aaron has his own way of thinking, and he's taking the holistic approach and doing all these things the way he's done the last couple of years. If his personal doctor says, yes, I think he can play, but the team doctor says, no, I don't think he should, how does that play out?
I think the team doctor overrides.
Okay.
Because the team doctor didn't do the surgery.
I don't believe
so. He was in L.A.
Yes.
Yeah, that very famous Neil...
Patrick Harris.
Could have been Patrick Harris. Doogie. There it is. Whatever his name was. But yes, he's a very famous surgeon that Rodgers went to. You guys know how I feel about this. I don't think there's anybody telling Aaron Rodgers no. Not in the Jets organization. Maybe in the Packers organization. He had a relationship with Doc McKenzie where he would defer to his expertise. But if Rodgers tells whoever the doctor is in New York that he's good to go, guess what? He's going to be on the field.
Has anyone looked at the schedule for the Jets? Because he's coming back. Christmas Eve. He's coming back. Home game, Commanders. If they're in it, he's coming back. They have a bye week this week, and they rattle off 11 games after that.
I was going to say, he's got a bye week for the foreseeable future.
They're 500 right now. They play 500 ball by week 16. What is that, week 15, 16? Doesn't matter. and it's a home game against Commanders.
Wait, are you saying that they only come back? Wait, he only comes back if they're in contention?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, but to me, all they're going to have to do
is play 500 ball.
Hold their own. That's
No
it.
way. I don't even bring them back if they're a wild card team but have to go on the road. Why? Do you think the guy's going to pick up the football and be like, hey,
that's
like
why
I never.
Do you give him 3 weeks though?
And what's the chance? What if there's a 20% chance he could do something to that again, and he's going to miss time next year?
I would not gamble on that.
Yeah,
right.
I feel like if he comes back in the regular season, something's going to happen.
See, this to me is more psychological for Aaron Rodgers than anything else. I think he really doesn't love not being out there, right? He's the ultimate competitor. He wants to be on the field. I think he's really struggling. You know how we talk about guys when they retire from football and all of a sudden they're like jonesing for a fix, right? They need that adrenaline rush. They need that dopamine. I think that's what these are, man. Him walking out there throwing the ball is the dopamine rush because everybody's watching him. The cameras are all on him. You know what I'm saying, Gabe, right? It's a little bit of an attention, you know what?
100%. But the crazy part about this is when he first started playing in Green Bay and he was the starter in 9, 10, even after they won the Super Bowl, he was I'm going to retire 35, 36 because there are other things I want to do. And now here we are where he is going to be turning 40 in December. And this guy is doing everything he can to potentially continue to play football. When, if you would have told him, hey, when you're 39, you're still playing, you suffer an Achilles injury. If you would have told him that 15 years ago, he's like, yeah, I'll probably just retire. And now he's fighting to try to do everything he can to try to get out there. It's just kind of an interesting kind of look at maybe football became a bigger part of his life than he ever anticipated.
So, Chewy, if we did a Rodgers pool here, Ashley's taking Christmas Eve versus the Commanders. Are you taking no, not at all? We are not seeing Aaron Rodgers back out on the field this year?
Yeah. Because I am looking at their schedule. They got to play the Bills again. They got to play the Dolphins twice. There's 2 losses. There's 3 losses with the Bills. They got to play the Browns.
And we just talked about that Browns defense, by the way. You were talking about Myles Garrett. We were talking about him getting after opposing quarterbacks. You really want to go out there with Aaron Rodgers against the Browns?
No.
Which, by the way, what week would that be?
That's 28th of December.
Yeah,
17.
Rodgers would be. That would be
Week
his second.
17.
Based on my projection, that would be his second.
I'm telling. There's no way. There's no way. You just Gabe just convinced me.
Please credit Ashton Rotman.
Gabe just convinced me that the Browns have the best defense in the league. We talk about Max Crosby, we talk about Aiden Hutchinson, and we're talking about Myles Garrett. There is no way in hell you're putting Aaron Rodgers, even if it is a totally repaired Achilles, with Myles Garrett staring him down.
How many points are the Browns going to score in that game?
Yeah, and you know what? You know what it is in New York on the 28th of December? It's pretty cold.
It's in Cleveland, which it's cold, but not as cold.
Also,
mistake by the lake.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, we were talking about the points that the Browns
I'm
would
just
score?
saying, like
how many points do the Browns score before Aaron Rodgers gets knocked out? Put it on the poll. I'm just saying, I'm not letting Aaron Rodgers go out there with Myles Garrett on the other side of the line of scrimmage. I'm sorry. Like, that would be negligence, malpractice.
Is there a player
Gabe is agreeing with me. Look at your nodding your head.
I can't come up with words. I'm just picturing Aaron Rodgers unsuccessfully trying to run away from Myles Garrett.
Is there a player that has come back from an Achilles tear?
No.
Not like
quickly?
this. Not this. This is insane.
He famously said on McAfee that the common practice about 6 weeks, you're still in a boot. He was in a shoe in 13 days. Nothing about what he is doing is normal. And I agree with that, right? We already talked about the dolphin sex. Is this a miracle? Would this change? Remember when Adrian Peterson changed the trajectory, the timetable for the ACL? And there were 2 schools of thought. One was, this is going to be the norm going forward. And the other was, he's a freak of nature.
Yeah, he's a freak of nature.
You can't do what Adrian Peterson did. Is that how we're thinking about Aaron Rodgers if he makes this recovery?
I don't think he's making the recovery.
But this way, I'm buying into whatever he is selling publicly right now about him trying to get back and be miraculous. And he was talking about Pat McAfee show a couple of weeks ago about how miracles just have to happen once for them to become which is a weird thing to say. I'm buying into it. I don't see a reason not to.
That was a weird thing for Aaron Rodgers to say. We could make an entire power ranking.
He's said a lot of words.
Rank the weird things Aaron Rodgers has said in the last 5 years.
It was one of the weirder ones still, but yeah, I'm buying it. I don't see why not.
Gabe is not at all.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's top 10.
No, Oh, no, I'm just saying in general what he's doing. I'm buying it.
I mean, dolphin sex goes above that, right?
Oh, without a doubt.
Or is it all tied together? Maybe it's all a part of the same package deal. It's a bundle, if you will.
Do you have that on air? Can you play that, Ashton?
Anyone?
What are we playing? The dolphin sex?
Yeah.
We did pull a dolphin sex sound. Joshy probably has it there somewhere.
I don't
No.
comfortable playing this.
But you have it?
I don't know. Let me find it. I'll look.
If you search dolphin sex, I'm guessing it pops up.
I'm sure it does. Have to.
I mean, how else does it happen?
Yeah. The science and whatnot.
Yeah, it's more.
What are we putting on the poll regarding Aaron Rodgers? So again, Ashy thinks he's coming back. He is marking the Commanders game Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to Jets fans, apparently, as the day that Aaron Rodgers will be back on the field. And again, maybe you could make the argument that they would go out there and it would boost morale and whatnot, and maybe usher them to a postseason berth. But as we just noted, if you have the Browns the following week, you bench him, right? You go, that was lovely. Happy to have you out there. Get your ass back on the bench, Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, if he was 25 or 26, but not at 39. Come on, your body is just on its way out.
Yeah, that's
from
the part.
An athletic standpoint.
I'm with you there, Chew. Like, that's the part I have a hard time, because he would be 40 by that time. He will be 40 by the time he is
beginning of December.
Recovered.
Nice little birthday gift. Come back.
Recovered in air quotes
little
from
birthday
his Achilles
/
injury.
Christmas
I'm just
Eve?
saying, hey, Jesus rose, so did
You can
Rodgers.
work those whole things together, right? Like it's Dario who has his birthday on New Year's Eve, and I'm always like, well, I'll just get you one big gift.
Sure.
Yeah.
One big gift to branch the two, to bridge the
rude.
two. I asked you earlier, Gabe, about the comment that Mike and Racine made on the ESPN Milwaukee talk and text line that the Jets defense and the Packers defense are statistically similar.
Sure.
What do the numbers bear out?
So in terms of yards per game, yes. So Packers defense, 17th in yards per game. Jets are 22nd. So even, in terms of yards per game, Packers have been better. In terms of points per game, yeah, not really. The Jets are 13th in the league in points per game. The Packers, 22nd.
Yeah. And let me tell you the offenses that the Jets have played, okay? They played the Bills. They played the Cowboys. They played the Chiefs. And they played the Eagles. Who have the Packers played offensively? Detroit. Give me another. Give me the second best offense they've faced.
Okay. Statistically speaking, hold on. Statistically speaking, I would not be shocked if it's the Bears.
Could it be the Falcons? No, they're terrible. Could be the Falcons. Just from who the Packers
Lions,
have played.
Yes. So in terms of yards per game, the Lions are 4th. The next team is the Falcons at 331 yards per game. Then the Bears. In terms of points per game, it would be the Bears.
And they're down the list, right? I mean, all the other opponents?
Yeah, we're talking bottom half.
Yeah,
And Justin Fields may be out. Is that what I didn't watch the game yesterday, because why? Like, why would I watch the Bears?
And the Vikings,
yesterday? No. Is that Taylor Swift?
No.
With my girls. That was a fun time. Have you guys tried?
You win again?
The movie's out now, Chew.
Yeah, Chew.
Hold on. You went to the movie or to another concert?
It's so good.
The concert or the movie?
It's the same thing.
It's the movie of the concert.
Yes, it's when she performed in L.A. at SoFi Stadium. They filmed it for theater distribution. Brilliant, by the way. Just brilliant. I love that she's not gatekeeping the concert. She's saying, you couldn't get there. Tickets were extraordinarily expensive. Let's put it in the movie theaters. Right? $20 a pop.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
She's still
being
making
very,
money.
very benevolent here.
The Taylor Swift economy is basically the most brilliant business decision in history.
I love
I'm sure
her
she's
so
making
much.
no money off of
Such
this.
a
She's just
girl
out of the
crush.
kindness
Giving
of her
it back.
heart.
Her and Travis Kelce.
I like her more than I like Travis Kelce, which is saying something since I like boys.
Well, yeah, but that's different. I like Travis Kelce too. He's a cool guy.
I know. I'm just saying.
I'm
that
out.
I
He's
like.
a doucher.
What? Not
out
even
on
a
Travis
little bit
Kelce?
of a doucher.
That can't be shocking
Not
in the
even a
slightest.
small bit of a doucher.
This can't be
No.
the slightest bit
I need a
shocking.
T-shirt that says "No more look at me's." Okay, stop it.
You want people to look at you?
Self-promotion is just nauseating.
Wait, is he or is he not the best tight end in the game right now?
He is, but he's also
This
the
is
biggest self-promoter.
Tight end on tight end crime.
I need to just ask you this question, Chewy. So you want a shirt for people to look at you that says, I don't want look at me. That's
I don't know. I'm just sick of the look at me and
What does he
Twitter
do
and
that's
the,
look at me?
look at
Dating
the way he
Taylor Swift.
acts. How about, can we just bring Barry Sanders back, for crying out loud, and he'll tell you how to act?
I mean, Chewy, it's hard for me to take your "can we get not look at me's" take seriously when I'm looking across the room at a picture of you shirtless for a advertising
I had nothing to do with that.
But you had something to do with it.
I didn't know that they were going to sell it.
Between Ashton's, the T-shirt would be "Look at me, Mr. Don't Look at Me," and Gabe's, "I'm staring at your naked armpit right now, Chew. You are losing this battle." And by the way, didn't you try to take Greg Olson out this weekend too?
Yeah, he's terrible.
What is with this?
Wait, if I said he was terrible, would you defend him because you wanted... Is this like the tight end is a brotherhood and you can go after other tight ends, but I, not as a former tight end, cannot?
I'm trying to think of tight ends that I like. I like Kittle.
Starting to see a pattern here, if I'm being honest.
Well, you like Keith Jackson.
No
you
tight
like
end
Ed
is
West.
as good as this
Keith
tight
Jackson.
end.
Keith Jackson was the classiest guy around. Classiest.
Yeah, I mean, other than the whole holdout thing.
Wow. When was that? He held out?
When he came to Green Bay initially.
Oh, yes. 2 M's. That's where I got confused. That was weather-related. That wasn't holdout-related.
Selective memory at its finest. Have you guys tried Celsius energy drink yet? I got my Celsius here. Maybe that's why I'm in such a good mood this morning. Got my peach vibe. I've also got this mango flavor in the refrigerator. It's competing with peach vibe, guys. This is breaking news for my favorite Celsius flavor.
We have breaking news.
I thought it was impossible.
Watermelon? You're all in on watermelon now?
Mango.
You weren't listening in the smallest amount,
Not
Gabriel.
even
I had taken my headset off, and I just
Mango,
thought you was all
watermelon,
in.
they sound the same.
And then I
Jen,
said I
get
had
it.
breaking news regarding Celsius energy drink, and you were like, watermelon! Like Ron in the key over here just shouts it out at random
Is
times.
lemon lime coming high on your list? Have you
Lemon
had it
lime
yet?
is good, but between it's third on the power rankings
okay.
list.
All right.
And I'm telling you, watermelon is making a huge run at
Wait,
the
what about
top
mango?
spot on the leaderboard. Gosh darn it.
Yes.
You messed me up.
Attaboy, Gabe.
Mango.
Drink them all.
Mango.
They're all great. All
Drink 'em
Celsiuses
all.
are great.
That's exactly true. You can find them at your local retailer. You can stay active and energized all day long with Celsius Essential Energy Drinks. Watermelon!
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
We've got a few problems out on the roads. 894 northbound, an accident at National Avenue was on the right lane, or was in the right shoulder, now is in the right lane, so watch for that. We've also got northbound 4394 at Beecher Street. Got an accident there off on the right shoulder. Slowdowns all the way back through the Plainfield curve. And southbound 41 at Burleigh, the left lane is blocked there. Right now from Highway Q to the zoo, it's going to be a 31-minute ride. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco. And check the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly to partly cloudy and breezy, a high of 58. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 45 at the lake, 40 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, weekdays from 2 to 5. Presented by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL.
And make sure everyone's tuning in when we do this, because y'all's faces are going to be like,
it better be sweet.
If you think I'm going to act like that for oatmeal, you're outside your damn
You've never
mind.
had Brad Nortman's oatmeal.
It's not
Yeah, but I've
Quaker,
also
is
had
it?
chocolate chip pancakes with butter
organic.
and syrup that made me go, oh, baby, oatmeal ain't going to do that.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, right here on 94.5 ESPN. And subscribe to the show on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get podcasts.
Kevin Moret here from Mentality Men's Health. Guys, did you know that the stored belly fat reduces your free testosterone? The more the belly grows, the harder it is to drop, mostly because of the decrease in free T. It's a vicious cycle that men are losing, and unfortunately, everyone can see it. Mentality breaks that cycle with semaglutide, an industry-changing weight loss medication that can help you lose up to 15% of your body weight while preserving your testosterone. Join our over 20,000 clients to look and feel the way you deserve. In Milwaukee, go to lowtusa.com. That's lowtusa.com.
Hi, it's John Reitz from Great Midwest Bank, and you gotta love finding change in the junk drawer, or even better, a 20 in your laundry or pants pocket, right? But the best source of extra cash may be in the walls of your home. All right, wait. Now, put down the sledgehammer and tap into the value of your house by setting up a home equity line of credit and experience a state of tranquility, knowing funds are there when you need them. Get started at greatmidwestbank.com. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender.
AccuRite Tax and Financial Services has Toshiba copiers and network printers from James Imaging Systems. President CEO Jason Rose.
We have 17 different tax preparers on staff, and we have 4 printers running pretty much nonstop. And during tax season, it's absolutely crazy.
And Jason, those printers from James Imaging Systems have to work just as hard and reliably as your people do.
Oh yeah, yes. If something comes up that's an issue, we have somebody that we can call that can help us resolve the issue very quickly and efficiently.
Reliable printing, reliable service. That's a good thing.
That is a good thing. That helps tremendously keep us being productive, keeps those tax returns going.
Jason, bottom line for your practice?
Happy clients, happy workers, happy me.
Don't worry, be happy with document imaging technology and extraordinary local support from James Imaging Systems. Call 262-781-7700. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Get your game on at the Island Resort and Casino with first-round picks of your favorite slots and table games. Bring friends and watch your favorite team compete on big screens. Grab game day eats in T. McSee's Sports Bar or celebrate your team's victory in Horizon's Steakhouse. To book your game time at the Island Resort and Casino, call 800-682-6040 today.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Excuse me. Hold on. Getting choked up over it. So, hold on. Give me a moment.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Back here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy on a Monday morning. Getting you ready for the Packers to take on the Broncos this upcoming weekend, coming off the bye. I blame the Texas Rangers for this. And I actually don't like talking about baseball right now because I'm still smarting from the Brewers bowing out of the postseason early. Probably need to talk to somebody about this, actually. I do famously have a talk radio show that I suppose I could air out all those grievances, but I'll refrain right now. So apparently the Texas Rangers have been riding this Creed bandwagon. They've been riding this Creed high, if you will.
Yeah. This has been their jam to get them rolling through the postseason.
Is this a jam?
Yes.
What?
Why are you guys so out on Creed?
This song is not good.
Yeah, it is.
And you know what it isn't? It's not a pump-up song. This is not going to get me ready to run through a brick wall.
It's not bad in terms of a part of a pump-up song, just especially when you hit the bridge, getting yourself to the chorus there.
No.
Starts picking up.
So many other options. So many other songs.
Is this considered grunge?
The reason I think grunge would be very offended by that.
Yeah, post-grunge.
I don't like grunge, so I don't like this.
Yeah, I don't either. But I like Creed.
This puts Chewy in a very tricky predicament.
Can you name any Creed songs, Chew?
Not now.
Well, for the record, I won't know if he's right or wrong. I was just curious if he'd name any songs.
Creed. What do you think? You think Travis Kelce is listening to Taylor Swift before a game, or he's listening to Creed?
He went to her concert.
I think those are the only two options. I feel like this is why we're having a problem here. Okay? Give me some AC/DC all day.
Beat down.
Thunderstruck, I would run through a brick wall helmetless. Yes.
What did I listen to?
Hootie?
I wasn't a big music listener.
Really?
Not shocking.
No.
Yeah?
Before games, no.
He knows
And I love the
nothing
rule
about
that Holmgren had. The only way you could listen to music is with headsets.
The reason I bring this up is because this is what the Vikings listen to in order to rally in the second half against the Chicago Bears. And again, what are we doing? Like, sure, it worked for the Texas Rangers, and I suppose now you could theoretically say that it worked for the Vikings as well.
I mean, the Bears are bad.
Are we going to have a whole bandwagon of teams and people now who are like, you know what we need? A little Creed?
Yeah. I
No.
think it's going to be it's going to catch on. It's going to be a little thing. Kind of like when people got rickrolled for a while there. You know, like you would send a link to your friend and just be, Rick Astley's
Never Gonna Give You Up.
You know, so I think the Rickroll was a thing for a while, and people are going to ironically listen to Creed to pump themselves
So
up.
you're telling me that if I have a bad day or I'm having a bad day, and I say, Gabe, I'm having a bad day.
Yeah.
You're going to send me this?
Crank it, Ashen. Up to 11.
Is the return of Creed one of the worst things to happen?
No. Why?
I'm going to vote yes. I'm going to put that on the poll, actually.
So you guys never like Creed?
Every time I hear this
Creed Bratton,
song,
that's it.
Every time I hear this song, I think of... So Creed played the halftime of a Cowboys Thanksgiving game. So it had to have been... I think this song came out in, 99, 2000? So right around then, they played this song at halftime. And they had some... I don't know if it was an acrobat, but when it said higher, they lifted him up and they had these wings on him. It is terrible. You need to find this on the internet. If you just Google... Creed Cowboys halftime, you will find it instantly.
They performed?
Yes, it's terrible.
Because they sounded terrible, or because people were out on them?
No, the whole acrobat, the guy's shirtless, running down the field, and then when they get to the chorus part of the "Can You Take Me Higher," he gets lifted up by these cords. He's got these fake wings on. It's terrible. It is absolutely terrible.
All right, well, that makes me laugh.
To watch it.
I'll at least try to find that for a good chuckle. I'm out on the Creed. I'm out on the bringing Creed back. Creed should have died in the 90s like all of the other 90s trends that we have never... Wait.
Have they
Who
all
are you
come
in
back?
on? Who are you in on?
What do you mean, who am I in on?
Taylor Swift.
If you were going to a cheerleading competition and you had to get it going, who are you listening to?
Hold on, were they played Creed before that in cheerleading competitions?
I don't know. You got to get fired up, right?
I can get fired up.
Let him talk.
I can get fired up with a lot of music, actually. There are some Taylor Swift songs that I would play to get pumped up. There are some Eagles songs I would play to get pumped up.
The Eagles is not pump up.
Take It Easy by the Eagles is one of my favorite songs.
Okay.
And it would get me pumped up.
That's not a pump up song.
If you are going to sit here and try to sell that Take It Easy
is a pump up
song. The word easy.
Simply saying it pumps me up.
Well,
not that it needs to be a universal pump up song. I am telling you, the universal pump up song is AC/DC's Thunderstruck. But yes, this is my favorite song.
Well, but you can't. Now you're just throwing stones in glass houses over there.
Down.
Your imitation of a guitar there was way more hardcore than this song is.
I don't know. This makes me happy.
It can make you happy. It's not going to pump you up, but you cannot tell me, you cannot sit here for the first half of the segment and take out Creed and be like, oh, this is not a pump-up song, and then come to the table of...
This is a banging on the steering wheel.
Pregame music in history.
Jimmy Butler.
He loves country. He loves weird stuff.
He does.
Yeah,
he does. Miley Cyrus and whatnot. This is a tapping on the steering wheel, yes. This is a Jerry Maguire driving along to Free Fallin' moment for me.
This game is not getting you 300 yards passing if you listen to it.
No. This is, I leave my driveway, I got a 21-hour drive in front of me. It's miserable. It's dark out.
And
you might put this song on.
Pump up. That's
you
what you need.
Put this
you
song
need a little positive energy. You need a little lifting attitude. That's what this song does. Come on, baby.
Terrible.
Yes, I love this song. I'm so glad that you played it. It makes me so happy.
Not bad. It's not a bad song. I'm not saying it's a bad song. But you can't take out Creed and tell me that Higher is not a pump-up song and then come to the table with, oh, yeah, everybody, this is a pump-up song. Taking it easy. The word, they don't even want you to get pumped up. Literally, the song wants you to mellow out.
Yeah.
Just relax. Don't get too high, don't get too low. Just go right there in the middle. Thunderstruck. It's Thunderstruck. The answer is Thunderstruck. We've got Rob Demovsky right after this, Gabe.
Palermo's Pizza is Great Place to Work certified, recognition based entirely on what current employees say about their work experience. And 73% of employees said it's a great place to work. That's 4 points higher than the average U.S. company. Employees are offered industry competitive wages, generous medical, dental, vision plans, on-site health clinic, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, various shifts and hours, and... you'd be working for Palermo. So, of course, there's a monthly free pizza allotment and more. Palermo's third-generation family-owned company, founded in 1964, HQ'd right here in Milwaukee. And Palermo's is one of the most recognized frozen pizza manufacturers in the United States. Easy to see why, with their growing portfolio of brands that includes Palermo's, Surfer Boy Pizza, Screamin' Sicilian, Urban Pie, and Connie's. Looking to grow your career at a place that puts people first? Visit Palermo's career page, PalermoVillaInc.com/careers. That's PalermoVillaInc.com/careers.
Full show podcasts, interviews, and special content is available right now at WisconsinOnDemand.com. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy on 94.5 ESPN.
Pretty hefty backups along southbound 41 right now, slowing from Silver Spring all the way down past Burleigh. There's an accident at Burleigh right now. Still has that left lane blocked. We've got an accident on northbound 894 with the right lane blocked at National Avenue. Another accident on northbound 4394 at Beecher. This one is off on the right shoulder. Still seeing delays stretching all the way back to the Plainfield curve. Otherwise, southbound 43 going to be riding the brakes, basically from before Silver Spring all the way down past Keith. Northbound side's backed up out of the Marquette up past Keith. A check of the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, mostly to partly cloudy and breezy, a high of 58. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 45 at the lakefront, 40 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
Hi everyone, John Miller here from PDS, a Converge company. PDS has been providing technology solutions and transforming IT for area companies for over 30 years. Today, we are helping organizations integrate digital workplace strategies that are giving today's worker the true ability to work from anywhere as they balance work and life both securely and productively. And as HP's largest partner in the area, our combined solutions have never been more important. If you're struggling with this, know we stand ready to help. From ideation to transformation, we can help you evolve your work from anywhere strategy. Learn more at pdsit.net.
Q Club of Wisconsin is your hangout spot for watching sports, playing games, and having some drinks. Mike, what do you have going on over there?
That's right, Gary. We've got so much going on here. And of course, you know we're your home for green and gold games every week. Plus, book our VIP area for any of your parties, which includes a private pool table, 2 shuffleboard tables, and 4 dartboards. And of course, our fish fry piled high on Wednesdays and Fridays.
All happening at the Q Club of Wisconsin, North Grandview Boulevard in Waukesha. Check out QClubofWisconsin.com.
ESPN Milwaukee's Jen Latta here for St. Kate the Arts Hotel. If you're looking to start the weekend right, head to Bubbles and Brunch at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. Every weekend from 9 to 1 in Giggly Champagne and Wine Bar, this brunch is anything but basic. The atmosphere is set with a local DJ spinning music to set the mood, while the hotel's acclaimed culinary team offers up a menu of elevated breakfast dishes. Add to the fun with endless mimosas. Experience a brunch that is anything but basic at Giggly Champagne and Wine Bar inside St. Kate the Arts Hotel. Reservations available online. Learn more by visiting stkatearts.com.
Now's the time to get your place ready for company with up to 40% off select online bath at the Home Depot, because the holidays are coming to town. And so are your friends, your family, and their friends and family. So let the Home Depot help get your bathroom guest ready with the Tabana Vanity and the matte black Oswell faucet from Glacier Bay. For more storage and a new modern look, refresh your space with up to 40% off select online bath. Plus, get free delivery on all online vanities and faucets from the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
If you're shopping for a new vehicle, don't miss Ewald Automotive's Model Year Closeout Sales Event. Save on remaining 2023s and get the lowest prices of the year. Shop over 400 new vehicles with savings up to $10,000. All backed by our low price guarantee and exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. 11 brands, 10 locations, one easy experience. Go to EwaldAuto.com. ESPN's #1 source for green and gold information.
What's the biggest mistake that new quarterbacks make? Turnovers. And he hasn't had it.
And mating rituals.
The Shed Aquarium in Chicago was one of my favorite school field trips, and I believe there were dolphins there, but they left that out.
Our most musically inclined and bald guest.
Wow, I'm a little, it's only love. It's only love.
It's Rob Demovsky on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Before we get too far down the road with Rob Demovsky, it is important to me that we establish with him that Thunderstruck by AC/DC is the best pump-up song in the history of sports. No matter what the Minnesota Vikings are saying about Creed's hire. Rob, where do you stand on this?
Well, Creed can't be on any list of anything any good. So. Yeah.
Are you in on Thunderstruck or out on Thunderstruck?
No, I'm in on that, and I'm definitely out on anything Creed.
Well, I'm glad we established
Just
that.
keeping it simple.
Yes.
Just keeping it simple.
If I remember right, was it Creed? No, it was Nickelback that played at halftime of a Thursday night game at Detroit. And Creed and Nickelback, probably even about the same.
Well,
Creed's one notch above Nickelback.
Do you remember when Creed played the halftime at Thanksgiving in Dallas for the Cowboys? Go watch that video, Rob, because there's a guy, I was explaining it to everybody last segment, where there's just like a shirtless, I don't know if he's an acrobat, but he's like running, and when they hit like the chorus, they like lift him up on these like cords, and he has these fake like streamer wing things. It's terrible. It's terrible, but it's hilarious. So you should probably go watch it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I will check that out, Gabe. The only concert I remember in Dallas was, and I think Chewy was playing, the Shania Twain played after a Packers Cowboys game.
Yeah. But Creed Creed sung the national anthem in '99, I believe, for us on that Monday night game, Rob.
Okay.
I think it was the opening of the new stadium years ago.
Speaking of national anthems, I swear every time you guys played the 49ers in your era, it was Huey Lewis singing the national anthem.
Yeah.
So, now that we've run the gamut of bad music in football stadiums.
Rob, is there any chance Aaron Rodgers takes another snap from under center this year?
I think there is, and
really?
Here's why.
Okay.
Here's why. He wants to do things that people tell him he can't do. Right? Like that's been his whole career. If the Jets are smart, they save him from himself and say, you know what? Look, we've made this gigantic investment in you. You've made this great recovery. But let's shut it down and worry about trying to get to a Super Bowl next year. Now, it'll be interesting to see what their record is at the time where he could think about playing Chewy, because, if they're 5-8 or whatever it might be, then you don't even think about it. But what if they're 7-6 and have a real chance?
As we look at this Packers team at the bye, 5 games in, 5 weeks in, what are the Packers good at?
I asked Elton Jenkins that exact question. I'm like, what can you guys do well? And his answer was run the ball, which I kind of spit out my drink when he said it, because they haven't run the ball well at all. But they've got to figure something out, and I don't know what they're good at, Gabe, other than Anders Carlson has made all of his kicks.
That is also what we came up with when that question was asked this morning.
That's their identity.
They can kick field goals.
Right, but yet the rest of their special teams kind of stinks. Like, they have not been anywhere near as good on special teams as they were last year. Now, last year they had, Keyshawn Nixon late in the year, made some unbelievable plays. And I don't think, everyone's asking me, well, what happened to Keyshawn Nixon? Well, I'll tell you what happened to him is that kickoffs at this time of the year go 9 yards deep in the end zone, but wait until, next couple of weeks when it starts to get cold here, he'll get more opportunities. So I think Keyshawn Nixon's returns made their special teams good last year. The rest of their units, maybe weren't that good, and they're still not that good.
Rob Demovsky hanging out with Jen, Gabe, and Chewy here every Monday morning. Obviously, no game to talk about, but I am seeing a lot of chatter about a veteran presence. I am seeing chatter about how the Green Bay Packers are struggling this year because they knew they were going to be young, just the way that the roster was constructed, and failed to go out and get somebody who could galvanize or stabilize or guide this group through the trapdoors and landmines of the beginning of the season as young as they are. Where do you stand on that theory?
Well, look, who would they have added, Jen, to that group? I mean,
Mercedes Lewis, maybe?
Yeah, I suppose maybe. Remember when they brought in Sammy Watkins last year?
Yeah.
I mean, that
Unfortunately, I do remember that.
I try to
yes.
forget that. Rob.
Tried to Men in Black our way through that one with the old memory eraser.
Yeah, that did nothing, right? And obviously all the veteran guys are gone. Randall Cobb and Alan Lazard, and you mentioned Mercedes. I think General Manager Brian Gutekunst thought the best thing for this team would be for it to grow together, and in the end, that may be what happens, but it doesn't look great right now. The thing about having a veteran is if you're in a rebuilding year and you need guys to get snaps to develop, then what good does that veteran get you? What does it do you? And veteran guys take away snaps from young guys that need to develop, and this is a developmental team. And that's just where it is. Look, I think maybe we got our expectations a little bit raised, after the first couple of weeks, and Jordan Love played really well, and we're like, oh, he's not going to go through those first year starter mistakes. And in the last couple of weeks, he's made them, and that's life with a young football team. And it'll be really interesting to see how they bounce back from it this week, because, look, they're playing a bad team. They played a bad team last week in the Raiders, and they couldn't beat them. They're playing a bad team this week. If they don't somehow manage to find a way to beat Denver, all right, then you're saying, well, this season's headed in the wrong direction. But, they still have a favorable schedule here the next few weeks, and they come home after that and have some winnable games. So, this is not over by any means, but they had better spend the bye week in a productive way, trying to figure out what this team's identity is and what they can hang their hat on. Maybe it's just as simple as they get Aaron Jones back, and that solves everything. I don't think that's a great way to live, to rely on one player to save you, because one player can get hurt just as easily as the next player.
What is the status of the guys that are beat up, Rob, like Stokes and Walker and these guys that were dinged up last game?
Yeah.
Expecting them to play against Denver? Aaron Jones?
If Aaron Jones can't play against Denver after the break that he's had, I don't know when he'll ever play. Quay Walker, he's got the same injury that Elton Jenkins had, and Elton missed 2 games. Now they have the bye week in there, and so maybe it's possible that Quay could play this week. I would tend to doubt it. I would bet that Eric Stokes plays this week. I don't know how they use him, because they're pretty healthy. You have Rasul Douglas, Keyshawn Nixon, and Jair Alexander as your top 3 corners. Where do you play Eric Stokes? Unless they plan on moving Rasul to safety, which brings us to Darnell Savage, who had a calf strain in the game the other day, but I was told he has a decent chance of being okay to go this week. So I don't know. It's great to have Eric Stokes back. He's a first-round pick, and it'd be a good story for him, considering how serious his foot and knee injuries were. He had 2 surgeries at once, but I'm not sure that helps you a whole lot right now.
What for you is the biggest difference between the first 7 quarters of Jordan Love in the last 13? Is it just the quality of defense in the Saints, Lions, and Raiders they played?
I think that's part of it, Gabe. I also think it's as soon as a young quarterback becomes a little bit uncomfortable, things get sped up. And if you watched his feet the other day, you could tell he was not playing with his feet underneath him. He was a little bit jittery, and that forced some things that that he hadn't done the first couple of weeks. When you just flat out don't see a linebacker, which was the first interception, that's exactly what it was. You just didn't see him. That tells you that he's just not comfortable back there, and he's not seeing things the right way. And he'll settle down. And Tom Clements is as good a quarterbacks coach as anybody, and if anybody can get the footwork and the comfort level back, it's Tom, I believe.
Very quickly, Rob, buy, sell, or stand pat for the Green Bay Packers. What do you expect them to do?
Stand pat. Even in times where they were contenders, they didn't really buy, and I don't see them as a sell it off kind of team. And here's the other thing: when it comes to the trade deadline, who do they have that they could trade away? I don't know that there's really anybody that's good trade bait.
Rob Demovsky joining Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. We will chat with you again next week, hopefully after a Packers victory over the Broncos. Thanks, Demov.
All right, have a great week, guys. We'll be seeing you.
If you guys are looking to start your weekend right, head to Bubbles and Brunch at St. Kate, the Arts Hotel. It's held every weekend from 9 to 1 in Giggly, the champagne and wine bar there on the second floor of St. Kate. This brunch is anything but basic, guys. Elevated breakfast dishes. There's a DJ spinning music to set the mood. You can experience a brunch that is anything but basic at Giggly Champagne and Wine Bar inside St. Kate, the Arts Hotel. Reservations are, of course, available online. You can learn more about Giggly and Bubbles and Brunch by visiting St. Kate, the Arts Hotel at stkatearts.com, stkatearts.com.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
There's only one place in Milwaukee where every day of the year, dreams and reality get together for a great time. Where you can walk in a player and walk out a winner. That place, Potawatomi Casino Hotel. With fantastic dining, gaming, sports betting, a luxurious hotel, and endless ways to win, the excitement never stops. The only thing missing is you. Your win is waiting. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Visit our website to learn more. Must be 21 to enter casino.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats. Now through Wednesday, save on 40-ounce selected varieties Crisco oil, $4.99. 15 to 24-ounce selected varieties Bertolli pasta sauce, 2 for $6. 4 to 7-ounce selected varieties Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches, 2 for $5. 32-ounce bottle selected varieties Dunkin' or International Delight Creamer, 2 for $7.
Let's see, spices, cardamom, hibiscus powder. It's like looking at Green Bay's roster right now. I don't recognize it, but I'll learn to love it.
Attention Century shoppers. You're going to love this opportunity. Win 2 tickets to see Green Bay play Kansas City on December 3rd, autographed Packers footballs, or 4 packs of Hall of Fame tickets.
I'd love to see Green Bay's new QB in action and win those tickets. What do I do?
Find the weekly code on Century's Facebook or Instagram and enter to win.
Love it. Getting the Century code on Insta right now.
Ends November 14th.
O'Reilly. Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free. If your battery needs to be replaced, our professional parts people can help you find the right Super Start battery for your vehicle and budget. Don't wait. Get your battery tested for free today at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts. O'Reilly Auto Parts.
At the Home Depot, Saturdays are about 2 things. Easy cleanup with the Ryobi 18-volt ONE+ Whisper Series leaf blower and football. That's right, Reese Davis. With variable speed, it has the power for when you really need it and just the right amount when you don't. And the ONE+ battery platform means you go from yard work to DIY in just a click, so you can get projects done faster. Which means more time for football. For football. Upgrade your Saturday with Ryobi and the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
The future of joint pain relief is right here in Milwaukee. It's QC Kinetics, Advanced Regenerative Medicine. Hey, this is Brad Nortman. If you've been told that more steroids or surgery are your only options, don't be so fast. Get a second opinion and learn more about how you can harness your body's own healing agents to attack that joint pain. I'm talking long-lasting relief. QC Kinetics doesn't mask the pain. These treatments go to the very root of the problem, using concentrated healing properties placed directly in your joint to restore and repair that damaged tissue. Imagine living your life this fall with no more pain in your knees, your hips, your shoulder, or your back, and with no drugs, no downtime, and no surgery. Listen, life is about motion, and QC Kinetics is giving people their lives back with these all-natural treatments. Call the local medical professionals and get a free consultation today. QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. Call 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. Again, 414-285-3474.
Football guy.
My biggest criticism of what they did from a roster building perspective is that they gave him no one of experience to throw to. No one.
Football guy.
Yeah, I just think that this team is better than what they put out there on Monday. I am not buying all this. I get they're young.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also sponsored by Coors Light. Weekdays 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN. And available wherever you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
His eyeball.
Wait. Where
do I get him?
I just assumed when I said wait, did you just think it was just a suggestion?
Yeah, pretty much. Typically.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Here we go.
The best place to shop diamond engagement rings in Milwaukee, of course, it is only at the Jewelry Center. They have a team of specialists that will help you bring her dream ring to life. Look, maybe you don't quite feel confident about what that dream ring looks like for her. Well, you can go to her Pinterest board, bring in some of those ideas, and the Jewelry Center team is going to be able to take care of the rest. Maybe you're looking just to give some stud earrings. The Jewelry Center has options there as well because they always have options. Learn more about the diamond jewelry selection at shoptjc.com or stop in any of the 3 locations, Greenfield, Brookfield, or in Burlington.
But I'm thinking it's time to grow. Metronome.
Just revisiting the polls here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Let's see. I kind of want to start with the food or customer service, but I kind of want to hold it. And if that gives you any indication of where it's going to go, Chew, you're right. So let's begin with, did you watch the Bucks preseason debut of Giannis and Dame last night? 60% of people saying no, it's preseason. I don't know why that surprises me. Got no Packers playing on Sunday. You got nothing else to steal your Wisconsin sports fandom. If anything, like I said, Bucks can be the balm. The Bucks can be the balm for the booty cheeks that the rest of Wisconsin sports have been.
Yeah, but we love
over the
football
last
as a
few
state.
months.
Like, I feel like even in just random games, whenever they do like, top 5 rated markets for random Sunday night football game, Milwaukee is usually in that top 5. Like, a lot of people were watching, I'm sure, last night on Sunday Night Football.
Is it because people don't want to start thinking about the Bucks yet? They want to be able to focus on the NFL. They want to be able to focus. I mean, look, the ship has sailed on Wisconsin. Can we at least all agree on that? Or am I being way too Debbie Downer right now after the loss to Iowa? And the injury to Tanner Mordecai. And the injury to Ches Malusi. Like, it does feel like maybe we should say, hey, 2024 going to be a great year for Luke Fickell and company.
Do we got to give him time?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How much?
I mean, I don't know, 2 years? This year, next year?
I thought his thing at Cincinnati, though, was scoring points.
Well,
and they
it's supposed to be the transition of this offense, too.
The problem was the cupboard was so bare.
Mother Hubbard.
It was just, you couldn't find, I mean, the wide receivers that have come through the Wisconsin football program over the last 5 years have just been so non-existent that it's going to take a little bit of time to try to replenish that, especially if, you want to be able to spread it out and throw it and do all those different things that Phil Longo as the offensive coordinator wants to do. So it's going to take some time.
Okay.
Where did booty cheeks come from, by the way? Because I love it, okay? I'm going to ride booty cheeks as long as I can here, but I don't know where it came from.
I don't know if you want to ride booty cheeks.
Hey.
Does anyone on this show think before speaking?
You worry about yourself in that space, all right? You tell me.
You kind of want to slap booty cheeks, right? Did the ass slap go away?
Which one? Amongst teammates?
There it is.
Amongst teammates, it's still very much alive. I see it all the time on the sidelines.
Really?
Yes.
Do you want me to pull that one?
Guys still going up and giving them a
especially in baseball. Like, it's still alive in baseball, Chew. Like, you get the butt pat as the manager comes out, takes the ball from the pitcher. All right, good. Gives him the little good job pat on the backside as he starts walking back to the dugout.
But the adjustment kind of went away, Gabe, right?
No,
they don't do that
also
anymore?
Still very much alive in baseball.
No, not like it used to be.
Not like it used to be, but it's still there.
Yes.
Still there. Like, there are guys that would step up to the plate and full hand Michael Jackson crotch grab.
Well, for some, it was part of the routine, right? It was like adjust the batting gloves, do the grip, do the grip on the bat, and then do the little, it was more of a security blanket than anything else. You don't want to get away from what works.
It was like driving the 18-wheeler we talked about last week, right? Yeah. There's about 18 gears.
What?
Welcome back, Ashy.
I missed that part of the show.
You have 18 gears when you're doing that? That seems like a lot.
Moving my junk or driving the truck?
I'm talking about the junk.
And you thought the Bach block earlier was bad.
Welcome back, Ashy.
Is the comeback of Creed, since Ashley's not coming back, is the comeback of Creed one of the worst things to happen in sports this year? Thanks a lot, Rangers. And by the way, piled on by the Minnesota Vikings this weekend, who told us that they listened to Creed's hire in order to initiate the comeback victory this weekend. This is very close. It's 55-44. 55% of people are saying, is the comeback of Creed the worst thing to happen in sports this year? No. 44% of people are saying yes.
Anyone said no, give me the other examples, please.
Of bad things that happened in sports this year?
Other than Creed making a comeback?
Deshaun Watson playing football.
Yeah, but that could be a multiple year.
I mean, he already did that.
Yeah, he's terrible anyways.
He came, his comeback was...
Does the DeMar Hamlin thing still count, or was that last season?
Last year.
But it was within the year, wasn't it?
Yeah, within the calendar. Well, not the calendar year, but within the last 12 months, yes.
Yeah.
The White Sox moving on from Tony La Russa.
That was also last year, so it doesn't
But
count.
Chewy is still very committed to that being a very bad decision by that franchise.
I forgot he even managed them, so it's fine.
Well, you did the Men in Black thing to yourself then.
Yeah, they have so many other issues, it doesn't matter.
Will Aaron Rodgers play again this season for the Jets? 64% of people are saying no. They don't care whatever kind of miraculous rubbing crystals and listening to dolphins hump things he's doing.
Christmas Eve, telling you.
He's not coming back this year. And, oh, by the way, somebody else said, who's the defensive end for the Commanders? Chase Young. Don't forget about Chase Young out there. But I worked my way through it.
It was the snapping while you did it.
It was firing off the neurons in the brain is what that was, Gabe. Okay, come on, guys. Take a clue from the fingers. Take a hint from the fingers. 64% of people saying no, that he will not play again. And finally... Would you rather have great customer service or great food? 80% of people, Chewy, saying great food over great customer service.
I'll take 20. That's not bad.
That's a huge loss.
It's 19.8. It's not even 20.
I'm on your side, and that's a huge loss.
Well, you don't have to come back anymore. Okay, boss?
Don't you miss us?
No.
Yeah, he
Not
does.
even a little bit.
He does.
A little bit.
He's a liar.
19.8% of him does.
You come wandering down here at least 3 times a week.
Yeah, but I talked to Joshy, not you guys.
But you're here by proximity. You're close. If we put our hands out, we could touch through the glass.
Nope.
Wilde and Tausch is next on ESPN Milwaukee. We'll see ya.
Pretty hefty backups along southbound 41 right now, slowing from Silver Spring all the way down past Burleigh. There's an accident at Burleigh right now. Still has that left lane blocked. We've got an accident on northbound